Tonight is brought to you by Pizza and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, it's actually not tonight yet. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and we're going to see how many Indiana Jones we can watch because we have the boat to ourselves for the first time in almost 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks. So, yeah, this is what boat life looks like, friends. We're in America. Budweiser. And life is good.
Feels pretty good right now.
After spending 3 glorious weeks in the BVI with our friends, it was now time to get to know the US Virgin Islands. Our first stop was in Charlotte-Amalie in St. Thomas, where Carnival Week was in full swing. Well, we just got into St. Thomas, into Charlotte-Amalie, where the parade is today for Carnival. It started 10 minutes ago, but it's raining so hard that we are mustering up the courage to go and get wet. So we're gonna see it, but I think it's gonna be a really cold and really wet day. So we mustered up our courage, got on our matching fallies that came with the boat. I know, we looked so dorky. And dinghied into town to watch the parade.
It looked like it wasn't going to happen. There were maybe 75 people lined up on a half-mile section of road waiting to watch it, and that seemed a mighty thin crowd considering the occasion.
Are you having fun?
Super fun.
It's a slow start to the parade.
What we learned is that the thing lasts all day. So the smart people, particularly when it's raining, don't even show up until noon or sometime in the afternoon when it actually really gets going.
So what did we decide?
That we should go have some lunch somewhere dry while we wait for the parade to actually start.
After lunch, we got to see what Carnival was really all about. What we walked into was just a complete explosion for the senses. Music, colors, different body types, and lots of drinking in the streets. After a cold and rainy, but ultimately really fun day at the Carnival parade, we are gonna head into town again to do some more festivities. There's a little fairground, so we're gonna eat street meat and maybe do a ride, and probably not stay out with the locals till 3 a.m. because that's way past our bedtime.
Nightfall on lit up shores, kids on their skateboards, you stepping up to me, hoping I'm yours to keep, too on a tightrope, on off and on again, clinging to side on off and on again. If I'm a snowstorm, you're driving into me, it's keeping us warm. I lost my head in the common sense.
The next morning, we set out to explore the south side of St. John.
This is great. Nobody here.
Where are we?
Great Lancashire Bay on the south side of St. John.
All right, what are we gonna do?
Find lobsters.
We didn't catch any lobster, but we did find a rocky beach that was perfect for building a fire and for watching the sunset. Let the night begin. Will's making us a fire. We got a cocktail and ample bug spray because the no-see-ums are out in full force.
Alright, so as many of you know, we've had a leaky mast for basically the entire time we've had this boat. And it's because the rubber collar that sits around the mast, between the mast and the deck, is perforated. Not sure why, I think it's probably just old. But we can't replace it unless we pull the mast, which we're obviously not going to do while we're sailing around. So finally resorted to taking some kind of sealant, liquid nails or something, and putting it around the mast collar. Did that yesterday, so now we're gonna pour water all over it and see if it leaks. Here we go.
I gotta draw. Ah, there's a hole, there's a big hole. I think you missed a spot.
Shit.
Failed mast boot experiment. So the only thing to do is to go for a hike. We are at Salt Pond Bay, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Salt Pond Bay here in St. John, another beautiful spot. We're gonna go to Ram's Head Point and see the ocean.
What are you looking at me for?
The old Salt Pond Bay.
Salt Pond Bay.
So we are up here on the hike to Ram's Head. It's beautiful so far. We've seen some pretty dramatic landscapes, but man, St. John, the south coast of St. John, it looks like people don't really come here, which is great for us because it's meant it's been super secluded and really peaceful and really calm. But we're gonna let the secret out because it's really great, and if you have a chance, you should check it out because it's been one of the best islands that we've been to on this trip.
I call it phallic gardens.
Indeed. It's beautiful, huh?
Getting stretches in it.
I like it. Super peaceful and pretty up here. Will is throwing rocks. And tomorrow we are gonna set sail for St. Croix, which you can just barely see.
It's straight out of the southeast.
Is that what the forecast is looking like?
Well, I don't know. It's south-southeast right now, and we've got to go south. So if it's going to turn more, it could make it really challenging.
Well, if we can't leave tomorrow, we get to stay another day in St. John,
We
which...
just go to the Spanish Virgin Islands for downwind.
Ooh, or we go to the Spanish Virgin Islands for downwind. So many options. And just like that, our plans changed.
We're moving again, and that makes me feel good.
In the next episode, we head to Culebra and Puerto Rico. What we thought was going to be a few-day trip ends up being the start of a new plan for the rest of our sailing season. So Will is now officially 2 for 2 in picking awesome places for us to stay. This is our cooler